late president of Augustine'S Group, right? So welcome to the show. Without wasting time, we'll go straight for the roll call. And it's in Augustine'S College in the house. Yes. Who should TV and pair? It is in Augustine'S College. The alumni is Absu. You're still in school, you're an Augustine'S school boy.
Max FM 9.7 Max FM.
So without wasting time, I'll go straight and do the introduction. And Minkasa, no more Makasa. Absu!
Action.
Absu! Action! Charlie, today for the first time, we'll silent school connect.
No be easy.
Yes, we'll silent school connect. Absu! Action! Absu! Action! Yes, this should tell you where we are coming from. Charlie, let's take the roll call, the house, the Nikki, and the name, and currently where you are.
Right. Okay, so so this is Kojo Hayford, Joseph's house. The Nikki there. Ebi mu say B bed, ebi mu say stickles.
Hey,
B bed no B na woman no.
B bed.
B na woman no. Bola bed.
Yeah. Which year?
2000.
Oh, great. So, we're starting the roll call out, you know. I'm saying today is the biggest school ever. From Kuhis to Prempe, this is the biggest school. Next.
Right, so I'm Herman Edusei. St. Luke's house. I was house prefect.
Oh, great.
At the time. I think Hayford forgot to mention he was assistant house prefect of Joseph's house. I was house prefect, Luke's house, and the nickname was Spooky.
Spooky?
Yes.
Yeah. How did he come?
Well, so it was a mixture of a couple of things. I think at the time, prior to my going to St. Augustine's, there was a very popular gentleman in Adisco who happened to be my big brother's friend.
Oh, okay.
And subsequently, I think that's the guy who this one love. He used to be called Spooky.
Oh, Kubala.
Yes.
Oh, great.
He used to be called Spooky, and he was a very close friend of my brother. So at the time, I had a lot of admiration for him. So when it was time to pick up a nickname,
you went for Spooky.
I went for Spooky. Yes.
One love, wherever you are doing the listening, St. Augustine's in the house. Next.
Thank you. I'm Esari Okai Auntie. I was in Reverend Father M.A. Glenn House. Presently I'm a lecturer at the University of Education, Winneba.
Great.
I didn't have any Nikki, but when I went to university, then I picked up Mr. Jem.
Mr. Jem.
So
how did he come?
So it's GEM. And the gemstones are precious, they are rare, they're invaluable. Yeah. So I have a rare
character. Say that you be shocked.
I'm okay.
Great.
I can handle myself. Yes.
No, you be shocked. That be the thing, you know. St. Augustine's with shocks there, you know. You know, sometimes the speech day, you don't know who they go even award. Yeah.
Because a battle.
It's almost a battle. Yes. I quite remember we were 541. Yeah. Our year group 96.
Wow.
And the best Greek student, they need 2. Charlie, my boss a be free baby. Something better did boy be.
Oh, because I ready to.
Charlie, the boy pull some string. I said, Charlie, I'll ask you any day. Any day. Charlie, let's talk about the school.
Right.
Location. Houses, what is there? Everybody's talking about Augustine'S finalist, NSMQ, investment finalist, Presec took it in front of him. There's almost fire, but they couldn't jubilate because round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, they were leading them. So they were like, we've given up. Anything that happens, we'll take it like that. So let's go down the lane.
All right. Thank you so much. So I'll start with a bit of the history, and then colleagues will be chipping in as and when. So we trace our history to 1930. That is why, all things being equal, next year we'll mark our 95th anniversary as a school. What our founding fathers envisaged was, firstly, establish a training college and a seminary. And then, as time went on, they realized that no, the need for a secondary school to train guys, gentlemen, was something that was missing in their repertoire. That's the Catholic Church. So somewhere in 1936, formally, Augustine's, as we know now, was established. And the rest, they say, is history. Presently, when we were in school, we use our time when we were in school, we had 10 houses. We had 10 classes also.
10 houses?
Yes, please, 10 houses, yes.
So who could name them?
Yeah, we can name them. So started from the bottom, where's the assembly hall? You have Peters and then Glen. Then you move to Patrick's.
Stevens.
And then Stevens, yes, please, the bridge under. Then you move to Teresa's. You move down to Kelly. Okay, so even before that, you move behind Patrick's, and then you have George's and Luke's. Then you move down Kelly. Then you have St. John's and then St. Joseph's. So those were the 10 houses that we had. And as Spooky has already said, he was house prefect for Luke's. And Luke's was always beating us when it comes to this inter-house competitions, the clean house, everything, they win it. So that is that a bit. And then you asked about the location. Of course, it's in Cape Coast, overseeing the Atlantic Ocean, the only school with the Atlantic view in
Prime real
Ghana
estate.
now. Yeah, real prime estate.
What makes the administration block extraordinary? Everybody keeps on talking about St. Augustine's administration block. What is it? This is the entrance, right?
Sure.
Yes. I think, when you are standing there, the view that you get.
This is the administration block down
So,
there.
yes, please. So, this is assembly,
The assembly hall,
Yes,
yeah.
please. So when you enter, if you stand at that administration block, I'm sure we are turning there.
So
the classroom blocks.
just to chip in, I think there's such an imposing architecture about it, and it stands like a fortress on its own. I mean, along the coast, like how the colonial masters used to build their forts and castles that overlook the ocean. That is the kind of imposing architecture that comes with the administration block. So it stands proud. And once you get to the entrance and see its imposing view, you would know that indeed you've entered an institution of power, and one that develops very fantastic young minds.
Right. It is a Wushe LTV, St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast. 31 minutes past the 8. It is 89.7 FM UTA. Uofie now Uba and St. Augustine's, now Pesoko St. Augustine's in future. These are the edifices, the structures they are talking about today. What new block is this?
So subsequently, I mean, given all the increased enrollment and all, some of the houses were initially those that were 2 in 1. Some have been decoupled. So, for instance,
Luke's has been
relocated. So that whole
behind
block is now-
Jones.
exactly.
Yes, right.
Has been, and then I think Peters has also been relocated.
Yes.
Oh, great.
So then, what used to be Peters and Glen
Is now Glen.
only Glen House.
So it's only Glen House.
Yes.
Glen used to be down, Peter
then
up.
up.
Exactly.
Yes.
And George's was up, Luke's down. Luke's has been moved. And then there was an addition,
Indum
like you
House.
mentioned, Papa Kwesi Indum was gracious to, by himself, build a house for the school.
Yes.
So then there's also the Indum House. And there are quite a number of developments quite currently ongoing. Some were add-ons that the government was unable to complete.
Yes,
So we that is still ongoing as a way. Yeah.
So this is Peter's, Glen's.
Yes. So now
Yes.
that's that's
Yeah, so this
This is now Glenn.
is now Glen. Yes, please.
Okay. So if you're watching, Ushaye and TV, so it's in Augustine's College, Cape Coast, on Mantenaba, and they are telling us much about that big school, the green and white, and you can see in this Oba and Yanko school, no Form 2, Form 3, not Upesoko, one of the finest school or the biggest school in Ghana. I would say about Cape Coast. I'm a for few say a beautiful red phone, black and white wall, but they will tell you why. St. Augustine as number 1. And on your screens, some dormitories.
Yeah, so this is a classroom block. This was when we were in school. This is a business block.
Then,
Yeah, then when we were in school, that was a business block. Then
was
the
an
biology,
arts,
the labs, yes,
and then
please.
arts.
The two, there's arts 1, arts 2, yes. Arts 1, arts 2.
Charlie.
That's true.
Bright, you are watching one of the biggest schools in Ghana. So let's shift attention. A normal day in Augustine's, how is it like? Mass,
So we definitely start with mass in the morning and
various houses.
various houses, each house during the week. So I think Mondays it was Patrick's, it was Glenn and then Peter's, and then it follows like that. And then we'll go for the first 3 lessons, then we'll go for breakfast. We'll come back for another 4 lessons. We'll go for a break. Then we'll close class. We'll go for lunch, have siesta. And then when you finish siesta, between that time until dining, there were clubs and activities that you take part in if you want to. Then we'll go for supper, go for prep, and then lights out. We have devotion and lights out, so it runs through like that. We were lucky our time, the first Saturday of every month was a free exit. So boys used the opportunity to go and visit friends and, just enjoy themselves, because that Saturday, you don't need to sign anything. Once we finish with breakfast, from 10 a.m. going, you can go. Those of us who are not lucky, especially when you're in Form 1, you have to do protocol duties.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing with protocol duties is that
You'll be at administration.
you'll be at administration and
To receive
visitors. And the class will be about 40 colleagues. You find only 7, 8 students there the whole day. All the others will find their way. Oh, Charlie, then my mommy can't visit me. Then so I was excuses. The following month, your class will come again. The same 8. But just one of those wonderful times. I remember our time, a parent asked us to look for somebody. So they mentioned the name, and we're like, I guess we are 4 months, but at least we know the seniors.
Yeah.
So we went round and round and round and round.
Maybe he has a common name.
He has a nickname. So when they mentioned a nickname, they said, "Oh, it be this guy with the search."
Yeah.
And then we found him finally.
I'll tell you that story. My father drove in some time ago, and he came to mention my full name.
Mistake.
Prince Anthony Beverly. And my closest pal said no.
There's nobody.
There's nobody like that.
There's nobody like that.
And my father was angry. He said, you be in a school and they don't even know you. Then academically, you are not even there. My father stood there with my mom for almost 2 hours. And Jollof. Then my mom was complaining, said, "A bit me I say, my passion coffee, because your son is not even in the school."
Exactly.
So my dad decided to turn. Immediately, currently, is it a science block? Or the computer block?
Okay.
So he wanted to do some U-turn.
Yeah.
Then he saw a colleague I always come home with. And he stopped and said, "Kobna, I've been in school for almost getting to 3 hours. And I'm looking for Tony and I can't find him." I said, "That, I didn't wait. I said, "You want Buju?"
Hey.
So my dad said, "Hey, come. Do you know Buju?" I did. He helps me tell his house. And my father called me and said, "Hey, come. Are you a musician?" I said, "No." He said, "So what from this Buju thing?" I said, "Oh, Dad." He said, No. I didn't bring you to school to come and pick names. And my dad drove the jollof rice back to Accra.
Oh.
Yeah. He drove back to Accra. That day, Charlie, I tell boys, did they bring home cho?
You bet.
Charlie, I chop people in my own.
Where your own company went
Come, Charlie. So that'll be the story.
That's very bad. We were lucky on that instance that when we found him, the parents tipped us. They tipped us. It was very nice.
The protocol boys,
They tipped us. They get
So that was the motivation
That was the
for being
motivation.
there. Most of the time for the boys, because don't be so hard.
The whole day.
Oh no, the whole day.
the whole day.
Activities no dorsal. He said, over to administration, I try Obi Mame, our Mame,
Problem.
Now imagine, say maybe some Holy Co, was the girl won't visit you, then you did protocol duty.
That be the worst.
So that one, what you go do?
Oh,
Interestingly,
then I think that should be a surprise because we would have had some form of communication knowing when yes somebody is visiting.
Exactly.
But a lot of surprise idea. Hey, and they are somewhere to.
Yeah, and even for them, they rarely came on their
They
own.
really had
They had,
free exams
if
and
they would come to the sports event, some quiz red cross
Intercall,
event,
and then, you know,
then they will
those
come as a group, and then you can see them and interact. But for her to come alone, that was very very difficult. They were kept in close.
39 minutes past the hour 8. Ute Radio at 89.7 FM. Ushe TV and Max TV live at School Connect. St. Augustine's College. Green and White Boys name from Udu Cape Coast. Why is Augustine's big in Cape Coast? Maybe compared to Infante Women at this school, which people don't want to accept.
Oh yeah, they won't accept it.
No, I think they are beginning to do that. Yes, because of what Augustine stands for. I recently had the opportunity to watch this video of this lady who sells, I don't know if KK or so, and then she was being interviewed and she was like, "Oh, Augustine's for the minimum one pound.
The lady at Jet Watch.
Yes, and Jet Watch and all that.
Yes.
You know, we will be known to be most popular because we are actually involved in so many activities within the Cape Coast municipality. It's not only about I get to school and I'm staying in school, but there's something about Cape Coast. You know, the Pana Fest and all that. Augustine's boys will always infiltrate all those things. It's the school keke. You know, we have this saying that let Augasco pass through you. Don't just pass through Augasco.
No.
So probably for other schools, it's like, yeah, I came to school, so I'm passing through the school. But Augasco must pass through. Ours is the reverse. So definitely, you get yourself acquainted with so many things within the Cape Coast municipality other than just coming to school.
Yeah.
Because you don't just come and learn and then you should know what is going on within the township. So Augasco there.